So this is my super short room tour of my accidental room in a 4 stars hotel. Yeah, didn't plan on that, but still, here it is in the middle of Rome, next to Vatican. Here's a shower, I suppose. Yeah, it's a shower. Okay. Okay. Probably it looks better than a room in a guest house. Yeah, the story is that my booking in the guest house was somehow accidentally cancelled because the owner of this guest house decided so. Yeah, there is no a good reason. He just said that like he has some health issue, though I was talking to him, he sounded pretty fine. And after almost 4 hours of searching for another place, I finally found this hotel. And yeah, I had to book this room for one night for 2 people. Yeah, and for tomorrow we will have to look for something else. Okay, so I don't have much time left. I still hope to see something today. So I hope the rest of the day will be not so terrible. This is my second hotel in Rome. This one was found with the help of the site booking.com. And yeah, I'm really shocked how fancy everything looks, and it's twice cheaper than that 4 stars hotel near Vatican. This place is in the center, and it's quite close to all the main sites, and it really looks absolutely gorgeous. I think even this room is bigger than the previous room. Yeah, it looks really expensive. Even the key looks expensive, and it's very heavy. And the view from the window is not bad. Yeah, nice. Okay. So life is getting better. And the bathroom here is also very nice. Again, for the price they asked, it's very good. But it's like one bathroom for 2 rooms. But I don't see anyone in that second room. So it's just awesome. So, a little update. Actually, we have both rooms. So at first I thought only this room was ours, but actually this one is also ours. So the bathroom is not for 2 rooms. Well, it's like for 1 room because, well, technically these are 2 rooms, but it's like 1. as they told me at the reception, they did this modification recently. This room also. Oh no, it actually has a mirror. Cool. So I have a mirror. I have a mirror. That's nice. And a couch, a sofa. Nice. Nice. So I have everything what I might need. Okay, there's nothing to see. Yeah, cool. Now I'm even more impressed because I think the cost of these 2 rooms or 1 big room, the cost was really very low. Nice. Yeah, by now I have a way better impression of Rome, I must admit. And this is our lucky room in a guest house, because originally it was a bedroom with a shared bathroom, and here there is a private shower and a sink. Okay, so far Florence is fine. After some searching, we finally found this place. This is the room in the guest house in Venice, with a view on the channel. Where else it could be, right? Yeah, the difficulty was that this guest house didn't specify the correct address, like the door number. So it took us some time to find the right door. Well, after I sent an SMS with a question like what the door number is. Then it was way easier. But yeah, I must admit that on my own, I absolutely can't find the way anywhere, especially in Venice. That's actually a very small room, but they have a mirror. And this is some sort of a breakfast. Yeah, and now there's a problem that they can't find the password for Wi-Fi, and people are almost fighting about it. Because to complete the registration, they need the picture of a passport, and that guy asked us to send the pictures, well, with the help of internet, but there's no connection because we don't know the password. Well, it's complicated, but I hope it will be sorted out eventually. I think that the videos which I made in Italy in the rooms don't really give a clear picture of what happened there. But first of all, I wanted to say that I'm really sorry about the tragedy in Paris. When yesterday I read the news about Notre Dame in fire, it really shocked me. You probably know that I'm not a huge fan of France, but it's an important part of history, of art, and I have the sense that they probably made it on purpose. But anyway, we have a half-ruined building now, and I only hope that it will be restored. So, back to my trip to Italy. I can't say that I was completely happy about it or disappointed, because first I had very low expectations and I really prepared myself to the worst from the very beginning. First difficulties I met when I was booking those guest houses. Even a bit later. After I made all the bookings, I sent emails to these guest houses and asked them to send me a confirmation for my visa. And I got very weird replies, mostly in Italian and sometimes with a very poor Google translation into English. Those answers really didn't have much sense. It's even worse than me speaking now. And like generally they just refused to send me anything, and they did not explain why they can't send me the confirmations. I was really in despair. I didn't know what to do, because I know from my previous experience that I do need confirmations to get a Schengen visa. So I was more than upset. I cried. I wanted to cancel anything. But I fought these fears, these hesitations, and decided to see what will happen next. And eventually I got the visa. As I found out later, they really don't need a confirmation for Italian visa, so it was okay. But then I got a message from a hostel in Milan. It was my last place in Italy. So I got a message, basically stating that they want to cancel my booking. I thought it was some sort of mistake. I just ignored that message. But about a week from the beginning of my trip, I contacted Booking.com to make sure that all my bookings were still valid. And I asked questions about all 4 places of my accommodation. And they proved that that hostel in Milan can't host me, and I already paid, and it was too late to cancel it. But they showed some understanding, and they said that they would refund me everything without any fees, and they did. They refunded me all my money with no problem. And in fact, I didn't need anything in Milan, because I stayed there only for half of a day, and then I had my flight back home at night. So actually it was to the better. As for Rome, I read a review about it, that the address wasn't correct in the description of this guest house. On the site Booking.com, they did not comment it anyhow, but I already felt that something bad was coming. And as I said in the beginning of the video, when I reached the address and called that owner of the guest house, he listened to me. He said okay. He did not respond anymore. He didn't show up, and he just cancelled my booking on the day of my arrival after my phone call. Obviously, I was completely lost, even though I sort of predicted it. but again, it was kind of too late to change anything, even though I haven't paid, because there was no such an option. And after we found that 4 stars hotel, and we were walking on the way back to the hotel, we saw some 3 stars hotels, and we were like trying to remember the addresses, like the precise spots, because we were thinking that probably we will spend next night in one of those places. But the next day, Booking.com contacted me. They listened to my problem very carefully, and they suggested me a good option, not another guest house, because at first they just suggested me another guest house where, again, anyone wasn't available, because as I found out, you should phone call the people beforehand, because normally people don't live in those apartments. So yeah, hotel was really a good option, and that second hotel really wasn't that expensive. But anyway, after my trip, I sent my receipts to Booking.com, and yesterday they refunded me the difference between what I have booked earlier and what I had to spend in Rome, in fact. I was really surprised, pleasantly surprised, and I'm really grateful to the staff of Booking.com. They really did their best, and I will continue using their service. As I know now, they don't leave you in your trouble. They really try to help. That's really nice. But as you may imagine, I was really not feeling great about Italy, about Italians, about their attitude. My first impression was not so perfect. I thought that the worst would be the trash in Rome. But no, it wasn't the worst. And all in all, I think my best experience was in Florence, is for guest house, because the owner of this place was nice in all ways. And unlike other people, he put a huge sign with the name of his guest house in front door on the ring bell, so you can't go by this place without noticing it. It was really very convenient. What else? Well, about Venice, I said, I guess, everything what I could. My total impression of Italy, I most likely would not like to go back there. Maybe in Rome, because of its atmosphere. Generally, there were two things that saved the whole situation. The beauty of the cities I've been to, and Italian cuisine. The rest was like 50 shades of meh. Something worse, something a little better, but all in all, far from perfect. I haven't been to the south of Italy, so can't say if it's worth visiting, like personally for me, of course. But yeah, in the nearest future, I don't think that I would like to go back there, even in Rome. But I must admit that I really enjoyed that second hotel. Oh, and if I ever go back in Rome, I would like to stay in that hotel again, if it's still open. Well, and as from food, I guess the most what I like was ice cream. It was a cold weather for ice cream for me, and I really risked it when I ate, like a huge cone of ice cream without drinking hot tea. But I did not get sick. I only got sick in that very cold guest house in Florence. Yeah, it was my best experience, but it was the coldest place, and I got sick. But I still ate ice cream again because it was too good. It was really the best ice cream in my life. What else from impressions? Right. I even recorded a very short video from Uffizi Gallery. It's about people who I hate. Those people choose to visit some museums, galleries, churches, cathedrals, like absolutely anything you can think of, just because it's a must-see. So probably they are not interested in some particular topic, in some subject, in some piece of art, in some particular art, but it's a must. So they go there, and when you see a huge line, like 99% of people are here in this line, only because it's a must. But with the same success, they could walk by, never think about this place, never care about it. But since it's a must, they have to go there. Oh, I really hate these people because most often I'm really interested in some places and I either can't enter it because the line is huge, or I just can't afford to buy some super expensive tickets to get faster inside. Well, once again, for some people it's not that expensive, but for me, every euro was valuable, especially there, because when I got back home, I really had just a few euro. Like half of it I spent on hotels and on food. My most expensive ticket was to Uffizi Gallery. It was 24 euro to get in the gallery and to get in without a line. I paid 4 extra euro. In this case, it wasn't that expensive, but I also wanted to visit St. Peter's Cathedral in Vatican. I wanted to go to San Marco Cathedral in Venice. I wanted to go to Duomo in Milan. And what else? Okay, basically that's it from the most interesting places, really. But instead, I was just making rounds around these buildings, just staring at them from outside and admiring their beauty for free. Watching really huge crowds of people trying to get in, just, taking pictures of everything, going out. So probably they don't really think about the history, about the beauty of these places. I'm not saying that I'm a huge expert and I know everything about history, but I really pay attention to some details, to some certain things. It's interesting for me to distinguish like different kinds of marble, to to see some particular technique in some paintings. It's really a pleasure for me. I can spend some good time looking at some painting, not because it's like super famous and I must take a picture of it, just because it's beautiful and I really like to see it live. Unfortunately, many people don't really admire things. The best they can do, they just take a look and go to the next one. So I took a short video of like one man, but it's an image of practically all those people who come to museums just because it's a must, because they feel like they have to take pictures, like they don't have internet. And it's really annoying personally for me. Again, I'm not saying that I'm the best. I'm aware that as a tourist, I'm also very annoying for locals and for other tourists. But probably it's in all people's nature that we think we are a bit better than others and we have a right to be annoyed by other people. So it is as it is. I know it's very messy. It's a messy part with me talking right now, and it was a messy beginning with those short videos from the hotels. But my whole trip was like that, going from one city to another, 4 cities over 8 days. I was really tired. I took many pictures, and tonight I will sort them out, deleting something completely bad. And I don't think that I will publish anything, but as usual I will keep them just to memorize those days. Because obviously there was something good. I really enjoyed the architecture and I'm happy I was able to get inside of Uffizi Gallery. And in Rome there was even more, because I accidentally took part in a marathon. I was like running across their route, but still, since we were walking through the whole city, we were always near this marathon. And I also accidentally got to listen to Italian opera live. Some singer was singing in a restaurant in the evening, so I got to listen to it. And I got to attend the organ concert in some beautiful church. I don't know how to call it, right? Basilica, whatever. Yeah, so I did many things, I saw many things. It was nice. I had some very unpleasant moments, usually with Italians who don't speak English, or Italians who are just weird, like that owner of the guest house in Venice, whom I sent an email saying that we would be there at 4 p.m. and she began bugging me with messages at 2 p.m. asking me when exactly we would be, because they can't wait for us for a whole day. Oh, people are weird sometimes. Yeah, I don't want to think that it's just Italians, but really, my whole impression of it is not so great. I'm just glad it's over. I have some positive memories, and I will look through pictures, and I hope that with years only positive memories will stay in my mind. And it's really getting long. It's already more than 22 minutes of me talking. So thank you. I will add that part with a guy taking pictures of everything. And now I'm saying thank you for watching. Bye for now.